the effect of the President declaring under Clause 3 of Article 370 that Article 370 ceases to exist is that the provisions of the Constitution which apply to every state in the first schedule would equally apply to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Articles 370(1)(d) and 370(3) were introduced with the purpose of enhancing constitutional integration and not for the disintegration. So, the power under Article 370(1)(d) and Article 370 Clause 3, even when exercised to its fullest extent, does not freeze the system of integration contemplated by Article 370, but is rather intended to enhance constitutional integration between the Union and the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Holding that the power under Article 370 Clause 3 cannot be exercised after the dissolution of the Constituent Assembly would lead to the freezing of the process of integration, contrary to the purpose of introducing the provision. And 5, if the contention of the petitioners on the interpretation of Article 370 vis-à-vis the dissolution of the Constituent Assembly is accepted, then Article 370 Clause 3 would become redundant and would lose its temporary character. The President, while deciding if the power under Article 370 Clause 3 must be exercised, determines if the special circumstances which warranted a special solution in the form of Article 370 have ceased to exist. This is a policy decision which completely falls within the realm of the executive. The court cannot sit and appeal over the decision of the President of India on whether the special circumstances which led to the arrangement under Article 370 have ceased to exist. However, the decision is not beyond the scope of judicial review. It is settled law that the exercise of executive power can be challenged on the ground of malefides. The slew of constitutional orders issued by the President under Article 370(1)(d), applying various provisions of the Constitution and applying provisions with modification, indicate that over the course of the last 70 years, the Union and the state have, through a collaborative exercise, constitutionally integrated the state of Jammu and Kashmir with the Union. This is not a case where only Articles 1 and Article 370 of the Constitution were applied to the state of Jammu and Kashmir, and suddenly, after 70 years, the entire Constitution was being made applicable. The continuous exercise of power under Article 370 Clause 1 by the President indicates that the gradual process of constitutional integration was ongoing. The declaration issued by the President in exercise of the power under Clause 3 of Article 370 is a culmination of the process of integration. Thus, we do not find that the President's exercise of power under Clause 3 of Article 370 was mala fide.